Yeah. It's the boy Maddie. Big up KSI. Poppin. We gon' do it. Cool. He said that money be dripping like might drown in the diamonds, they hit you right. Got ass in the left, stacks in the right. We can either win or you lose, better pick a side. End up night if you really want, pick a fight. Bad bitch, entourage, fuck around, pick a type. And they all moves, might fuck around, pick a vibe. When you talk shit in the crib, bitch, get a life, yeah. On some shit that y'all can't get. The blunt hit your chest like I popped a clip. Feeling like give you when they breathe and see me put respect on the flows that I'm godly with. I'm popping shit, you not with shit. You say you're popping, stop your talking, or I get options. Hop the pint to squash the gossip, body wop, then call your brother, what's poppin', bitch. Poppin', I just popped and killed a beat, now the shit case closed. Got him addicted to what I've written. I pop my shit and the shit takes souls. Cause I got Vicodin in my pen, and I got crack in my flows. Bro, I told you I was gon' win. Now watch you lose where your bitch keeps slow. Watch me get loud, trying to stand his ground with it from his head down to 10 toes. Strapped like the boy from Brooklyn and shake the room and pop and you will get smoked. Nobody wants smoke. Inhaling they choke from hell that I wrote. You staring at go. Compare me to boy to all that you know as long as you want. The shit is not close. What's poppin'?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Darnell Bradley back at y'all again with another video, and today another special interview. We've got another one of the top 13 KSI Poppin Cypher spitters, Matt Houston. What's going on, man?
What's up, dude? I appreciate you for saying Matt Houston and not Colors of Houston, first of all.
Oh.
I figured 2 + 2 = 4, but most people don't seem to just, go past the equal sign.
I got you. Yeah, when you did the Cypher and your thing, I saw Matt Houston mainly. Like, I saw the Colors thing, I was like...
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You are right. You're the right one.
Thank you.
No, I appreciate you.
All right. Well, before we hop into it, I ask all of you guys the same question at first. Like, how did you get into music? Like, where does it come from for you?
There's a lot of musicians in my family, so on my there's a divide. Like on my ethnic side of it, it's my grandma's a blues singer, and on like the evangelical like white side of things, there are a lot of people that were in like different church choirs and stuff like that. Like everybody sings over there.
Okay.
So I guess my path into rap wasn't really, foretold, but my path into music probably was. I started drumming. And then one of my homies showed me how to produce one day in high school, and I wanted to rap, but I just kept producing because it was the easy way to make money. And then here we are. I got enough money to just rap for the most part now, so life is good.
Shit, can't complain with that at all, bro. Good shit. Definitely know how to stack your stuff and make your moves, bro. All right, so when it comes to the Cypher, like how did you hear about it? Did you see KSI's channel or did somebody like hit you up?
A few people hit me up and I said no, actually. And then I actually didn't even start writing until the first 5 video came out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so it was like, I want to say it was probably about 2 p.m. EST that day. I think it was the 4th, the 3rd or the 4th. Yeah, it had to be the 4th because I think I released it on the same day that I wrote it. Okay. And I just wasn't fit to do it. And then I heard the beat and I was like, oh, actually, this is in my alley, so I can do this. And so I spent about 30 minutes writing, spent about 30 minutes recording, maybe less, and then I had to do the video. And that was probably the longest part. But all in all, I just found it. And then that day, wrote, recorded, edited, boom, kicked it out. It was just like, let's see what happens.
Good shit. Good shit. So how were you feeling, like, as far as when KSI saw your stuff and you got picked? Like, did you watch the video to see if you got picked? Or was it another hit up thing? Like, how are you feeling when KSI was looking at your stuff?
I definitely heard that I was picked before I saw it, even though I was on the lookout for the video. Yeah. People were fat, man.
They're quick. They're quick.
Shout out to the fans, bro. Shout out to the fans, because I probably had like a bunch of Discord notifications, a couple on Instagram. I think Instagram is where I first saw it. Someone said, "You're top 10, bro. You're top 10," and I was like, "All right." So I went looking for the video, and by that point, it was like Twitter, Instagram, Discord. Everybody was letting me know, and my boy Chizzy got in too, so that's dope. But obviously, obviously I was happy. You know, obviously I was proud. It's you know, making top 10 of anything is it's a step though for me. It's not like, I don't want to seem arrogant when I say this, but it's like that's not.
No, I know it's not it wasn't the life goal, but it's a step in the right direction, you know.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, I feel like you owe it to yourself to temper your excitement and just keep moving. Don't get complacent. Don't get, because if you're that excited, it's like you want a Grammy. I didn't win a Grammy. You know what I mean? Trying to. That would be one of the ultimate goals, where you can rest on your laurels a little bit, maybe kick back and think. I don't think making top 10 of a competition is that. So it was like, I was definitely, you know, as excited as could be for the situation, but I had to step back and measure that and just be like, all right, let me keep my composure a little bit, not even to look cool, just to keep my headspace right. You know what I'm saying?
What did you? But yeah, definitely, I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying, because you don't want to seem like this is the holy grail when to you in and of yourself, you know, in the fact that it's not. It's just something that if you can snag, it would definitely help to elevate you to the status that you eventually want to be at.
Well, for real, it's not even about how you might seem or project yourself. It's just about maintaining your inner balance, like your balance within yourself, so you don't come off the rails at all. You don't get too excited and get complacent. You don't get too excited and start feeding into stuff that you wouldn't normally feed into, because, you know, this might not necessarily be my normal crowd. And if I'm like, oh my God, millions of people just saw me and 20,000 something people voted for me, you know, maybe I should do this. And that's something a lot of people do. And that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to start feeding into like positive validation and start adjusting your identity to match up to whatever validation you got.
Ooh, y'all hear that? I better pay attention over here. Teaching y'all life lessons. I like that. Did you think like after you put your stuff out, like, were you confident in your ability to at least get picked? Like, did you think that it was actually going to get seen? Like, did you have that thought in your head, or was it just more like I'm putting this out?
I really only, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I spent like 5 minutes thinking about it, and I just went back to streaming and playing League of Legends and making beats, because it's that's another part of the balance thing, is like, you can't really stress on that, because there were people who really wanted this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they didn't get it, and they were grief stricken because they were like obsessed with the idea or the accolade or having been picked or noticed by KSI in that way.
Okay.
And your accolade, I'll say this to them, it's like, don't be so hard on yourself. Just keep working, because your accolade should be to be on the level of KSI. It shouldn't be to be noticed by somebody on that level. So keep that in mind when you're doing these things. It's like I said, it's just a step. Just do your best every time.
Okay.
Kick ass. Kick out some hot shit. And the cards will fall where they may. Just play yours. That's all you can do.
Good shit. Damn, hold on. This is an interview of knowledge going on over here. I like this. I like talking to you. You got stuff to say. All right. So, as far as the challenge, so you're picked. You're picked by KSI. They blew you up. You're good. You're like, all right, cool. And now the voting polls are out. Is there any kind of feeling of anticipation or anxiety, like, as far as wanting to go? Because I know you said you were more laid back about the situation, doing your own thing, and that's going on over here. Was there any kind of feeling like that while the polls were going on, like while the voting was going on?
Oh, I mean, of course, there's suspense and there's this anxiousness, not really anxiety, but just like this anticipation of what's to come. And you know, I'm a realistic guy. I knew I rapped really well, but I knew I wasn't that visible, and also maybe not that palatable to the environment that I threw myself into.
Okay.
But you know, at the end of the day, when the results did come out, I'm pretty happy with how I did. Not to say, you know, I wasn't hungry for first, but when you realistically look at how statistics work, that wasn't going to happen unless I left Earth and did some otherworldly shit. Which, if I wanted to do that, maybe I should have spent longer than 30 minutes writing. So, you know, I can blame myself as opposed to anybody else for that. But yeah, it's like I wasn't really tripping on it. I was going about my days. I was making moves to make sure I would be able to sustain some level of buzz post competition.
Yeah.
That's what's really important, is not to be a flash in the pan. So, yeah, I was excited. Yeah, there was suspense. Yeah, there was some anticipation, but, you know, I hate to not be the overreacting person or the person who's like extremely emotive about it, but it was just,
you is you.
It is what it is.
I feel you.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's how I felt about it. It's like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and that's the most important thing of all I can profess to artists. Don't stress over shit you're not in control of. Just
Facts.
don't.
Facts.
There's no point. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. So just see what happens.
I like that.
And that's how I felt.
All right, so that happened. Polls came out. Were you dismayed at all with the results, or were you like, okay?
No, it's because I kept a level head the whole time. So it was not really an issue for me to look at like 26,000, or no, it was 420, I think. And it wasn't really an issue for me to look at that. First of all, at that point, that was about 150% margin to my subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So I'm like, yeah, all right. My Twitter took off. My Instagram post was doing well. My YouTube numbers are up. People are coming to my Twitch. It's like, what am I going to be dismayed about? And no matter how you slice it, this was a blessing in some form.
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely.
So,
a lot of, from talking to Gats and talking to Samad, like, they all say the same thing. Just that in of itself was a booster. It was a booster.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And and that's all you can do is execute and try to capitalize on that, because that's what this opportunity is. I think that's what's important is you talk to those people. You talk to Gatsby, you talk to Samad, and I've talked to Samad a good amount after this. And it's important to have that perspective of like, I can only do what I can do, and I have to make sure I do what I can do. Because if I do what I should do, this can be something for me, regardless of if I win.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Man, y'all better, this boy's, he's been that knowledge at you. Y'all better, tune the hell in. But when you so after all that, now, before this Cypher, had you known or been in contact with, before the challenge, had you known or been in contact with anyone on the Cypher, that was on the Cypher?
Yeah, Shizzy, the God. That's, or 6 seconds, whatever y'all.
No, 6. He's dope.
Know him as now.
He's a different type of motherfucker.
I've known him since 2013.
Oh shit!
Like on a pretty regular level. So, and I vaguely know of all this YouTube stuff. I know a couple of other guys that sort of are fringe in this. I kind of just I would say maybe the demographic wouldn't be as kind to me as other people, but I know some people because you just meet people. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
And there's no point to being a hermit. And so as far as the Cypher goes, 6, and then immediately after seeing his entry, I talked to Samad. Other than that, I talked to Dizzy because Dizzy knows 6, and Dizzy hit me up about some production a little bit before this.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, it was just those two, I would say.
Right. So given what you told me about how you were about the challenge and, you weren't getting your hopes up and things like that, how must you have felt when Crypt reached out? First, like, how did he reach out? Like,
he just hit me in the DMs, like, yo, we're trying to drop this in a couple days. Can you give me a verse and a video? And I was like, yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty straightforward, and I like that approach as well. It didn't really, his approach, at least, I can't speak to anything else he might do, but his approach with how he talks to his fellow artists is really, I respect it. How he carries himself and the opportunities he brings, the ways he tries to communicate with and make sure everybody's good with what's going on. I respect that a lot.
Definitely, yeah, because they were telling me, Smiley and Gas, they were telling me, like, he's very direct, like, tells you what he needs, when it needs to be done, just from the ciphers and thing he's done, you could tell he is one hell of an organizer.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. That was awesome. Were you excited? Like, were you like this is like, because I know how you say capitalizing off of things, and so obviously Crypt has that same mentality and was capitalizing off the wave that the Poppin challenge created.
I had already, like, regardless of whether it was Crypt hosted or not, there were other things swirling around as like plan Bs, so to speak. Well, plan A is at this point before you hit me up. So
yeah.
Basically this was just a cue to put on the suit I had already planned to put on anyway. So I wouldn't say excited. Like, I'm not, like, once again, I'm not trying to be too cool or nothing. It's just like, my headspace is in go, go, go. Work. So he's like, hey, here's an objective. Like, I'm just going to do it. It's not, there's no, oh my God, yo, Crypt hit me up, because I'm already there. I'm already, like, before he sent that message, the second I start reading it, I'm there. I'm like, let's go. So that was that. And admittedly, I did end up using an old verse for the Poppin Cypher, but that was no fault of Crypt's, I'd say. There was just some other circumstances that caused that to have to be. So
I still thought it was hot, bro. When I reacted to it, I still thought that shit was hot.
I appreciate you. But yeah, it's at any rate, yeah, I was just go. Let me just do it. You know, there's no reason to not. So here we are.
Oh, that's dope, because in and of itself, no matter how like other people or the artists in it were reacting to it, how they felt about it, the opportunity and the chance to stand out, it was all there. From KSI saying, hey, here's a challenge, to Crypt putting you guys together and putting together that amazing Cypher. Have you seen the new one yet? The Cypher 3?
I have not. I honestly just got up shortly before this interview.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
Yeah, so I'm yeah, my sleep schedule's all messed up, dude.
All right, cool. I feel it.
We'll see it.
I
know who's on it though. I saw the flyer for it.
You saw what?
I saw the flyer for it,
yeah.
so I know who's on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's something else. I actually found out there was a little bit of tension going on somewhere between I think it's Crypt and the Nox dude. I didn't even know who Nox was before, like, because Crypt said something about people talking shit in the Cypher, and I'm in my reaction, I was like, I don't know what that's about, and somebody commented like, oh, it's this Nox dude, and da-da-da. I'm like
he was talking shit in his verse?
Yeah, not talking shit. Like, you know, I guess Nox said something subliminally in a track toward Crypt, and so Crypt kind of did the same thing.
Did Crypt do the same? Okay, so what's our timeline? So Nox said something in the track. Crypt said something in another track or in a verse? Or in a verse.
In this verse. Because I think Nox said something, because I looked at the video. I just looked at it one time. I didn't even look at the whole thing. But he took subliminal shots at Crypt. And in this one, in this Cypher just now that just dropped, Crypt did a subliminal right back at Nox, actually using Nox in a like double entendre. I don't remember.
And Nox is on the record?
Huh?
And Nox is on the record.
No, Nox isn't in the Cypher.
Oh, okay.
No, Crypt said this in the Cypher that just dropped, responding to something that I think Nox dropped like 3 days ago.
Okay. So I was just confused because I didn't know the whole list of people, so I thought we were talking about there was tension with people on the Cypher.
Oh, no, everybody on the Cypher. Everybody in the Cypher is
That's
good.
great.
But
Crypt, that's how you feel. Get busy, bro. That's all I can say. Get busy.
This is you're a good interview. You straight to the point with this interview, man. Usually this takes a minute. You got through all these. All right, but fuck it. I did want to ask. Yeah, you know, and I get that from you, just from what you said to me throughout this interview and how you present yourself, and actually how you are on your live stream, because you're pretty brutal, bro.
Well, it's from a point of awareness. That's the thing I preach. Because, you know, when you're talking about my live stream, you're talking about the feedbacks, right?
Yeah.
And when I'm giving people feedback, I'm giving people feedback that is blunt to the point, because you have to, if you want to improve, you have to be a few things. You have to be diligent. You have to be hardworking. You have to be ambitious. You have to be goal-oriented. You have to be humble enough to accept your shortcomings. Mm-hmm. And you have to be aware enough to spot your shortcomings on your own. Otherwise, you're being counterproductive and even seeking feedback, because you're not improving enough on your own for it to even be warranted. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever worked out much, but like people go into the gym, right? And they work on their form. Yeah. Eventually, there's just some sort of intuitive switch that flips where you understand your muscles a little better and your form improves. Like something just changes, or your running form, like your push-up form. Something just switches one day. And it's much the same with music. It's like you should be able to be in tune with your creative process enough to where it's like you can hear your own mix and flick on an Anderson .Paak record or a Steely Dan record or a Selection record or a Schoolboy Q record, Kendrick, Dr. Dre, who else's stuff is mixed really well, or like one of these mainstream EDM records, and you should be able to tell that your shit ain't that, right?
Yeah.
Like, and if the gap is that big, there should be some things that are extremely apparent to you as to why it's not that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
If you're coming into my feedback with the 2011 type beat, I'm assuming you don't take music seriously. Because if you did, it's 2020. It's like back when I started making music, there wasn't all these tutorials. And I hate to do the back in my day shit, but there wasn't all these tutorials. There weren't all these resources, these master classes, these step-by-step ways to get better at music, like just readily available to you, laid out for free on the internet, on YouTube, on Twitch. There weren't streams to watch, yada, yada. There's all this shit.
Yeah, they got all that shit now.
Why aren't you moving faster? Is studying, like, if studying's that boring to you, maybe music's that boring to you, and you're just doing it to look cool, is how I feel.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. I definitely I understand exactly what you're talking about. I taught myself how to make beats and things like that. So, and as far as putting it out, like, I can definitely tell between when I started and to now, and even to stuff that I want to make in the future, the differences between what's going on. So I definitely hear what you're saying. But aside from all the Poppin stuff, just for a quick second, I wanted to get into stuff with you. Because not only do you make beats, you tend to make a specific kind of beat that I've seen. And that's the anime beats. Bro, I like anime. That's my shit.
Right.
So when I saw them beats, I was like, okay, like that Itachi one, I loved it. Like that was dope. Like where did you go from making music to making beats to fusing that with, I guess, a love of anime that you must have?
It was just sort of forward looking because the whole anime music community is kind of a thing now. And back when I started doing it, you can see those uploads, like the Itachi joints, probably 2014.
Yeah.
That beat itself was actually made in 2012.
Okay.
And I started messing around with those ideas then. So I grew up really into, like, I was watching Naruto with subtitles in like 2003. Ooh. Like I was early to the party. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was 9 at the time. And the thing is, the music itself really appealed to me, and at some point I learned how to sample and use MIDI and just started doing all that stuff with like Pokemon and Naruto. And it wasn't ever supposed to be like a YouTube thing either. It was like a practice thing. It was to get better at melodies and sampling. And then Shizzy and Shofu used one of them joints, and I saw the reception it got. I was like, there's something here.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I started messing with it. And all in all, it's like I won't be doing it that much anymore, to be honest, because I'm focused. It once again, it was a step in the progression. Step. And for the most part, we're past that, and I don't think there's much of a need for it anymore until I get to the point where I can, if I were to get to the point where I could talk to studios like actually face to face and talk about clearing samples, then we might be onto something. But other than that, it's like there's other moves to make. And I mean, there might be certain videos you still hear some new stuff from me in, or my squad. Shout out to Odwin. He works with he knows Lenar and Caleb City, and
shout outs.
I got some stuff in the works with Vader, but other than stuff like that's the only potential stuff besides the shit me and Shofu got going on that I'd even consider really doing the anime production for at this point, because anything else is just a step back right now.
Okay.
I don't want people who watch this to feel like I'm abandoning the shit, 'cause trust me, if I get to that point where I'm like J. Cole and I can just throw a Kingdom Hearts sample in my shit and clear it, I will. So I'm I can't do that yet. So
No, I feel you.
let me let me chef a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta take care of some stuff before you come back over here. No, I understand.
Yeah, I haven't ascended to that level.
I understand. Yeah, you seem very particular about like moves and knowing when to pick your moves and do what you need to do at a specific time. Like you seem very precise.
I am of the opinion that you should not create your own obstacles. So if you see a potential obstacle, just don't engage with it. Like just make your path clear. There's how many people running this marathon trying to get famous off of music? You know?
Man, no shit. Yeah.
You gotta do control what you can control. That's it.
I bet y'all done learned a whole bunch of shit today, huh? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. But hey, is there anything you got going on in the works? Anything that's moving for you that you want to let the people know about?
I got a live set coming up on an internet radio program next week, ID3 FM. Colors FM is my shit. So ID3.FM/Matt Houston. We'll be there on the 16th. And that evening, I don't recall the time. I'm on Twitch like every day, damn near. Twitch.tv/Matt Houston. You can cop the new music on YouTube and Spotify, Matt Houston. I'm not hard to find. Be expecting projects from people. I can't say who. I can't say what my involvement is. Maybe a project from me too. Be expecting projects this year, like 2 or 3 of them joints. And watch out for Limitless, man. That's my group with artists and producers alike. We got some crazy shit going on. Not no normal shit. So if you expecting just run of the mill hip hop or EDM or like neo soul, shit might fuck your head up because there's some crazy shit going on over there. Other than that, yeah, man, I don't got nothing much to say. Thanks for having me. Blessings, all that.
All right, man. Thank you.
Good shit.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We appreciate you coming out. Like, honestly, when I saw all the Cypher stuff and you guys spit and things like that, in my mind, I was like, because I'm over here with like, at the time, like low 200 something subscribers. I'm like, they gonna see me and laugh because I'm trying to get a hold of them. But I appreciate all of you guys that have actually taken time out of whatever you're doing to sit down with me and have these talks. I really, really do appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you reaching out.
Definitely. Well, all right, guys, that's it for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe over here. Check out Matt Houston. Like, subscribe. Check out his stuff. You know, he's got his stuff going on. He told y'all what's up. And yo, I'll catch you on the next one, fam. Peace.
Tell me something, why don't you know you can't tell me nothing? 2020, I can see you frontin'. It's 2020, now I see you love it. Said all that wasn't just drugs and bitches. Just change the pacing, y'all swore it's different. Got me wildin', going hard, dissing, getting to the riches. Got the weed to switch, it seems to date the bitches. That is how they switchin', I can't tell the difference. Pussy, what I'm sniffing, acting like you hoes. Keep on get to spittin', fingers get to twittin'. Fuckin' with a shark, look up below. Really, I'm a dog, keep out the fence. Looking at a guy, talking shit, repent. All them words so cheap, still US and dead. Hoes call me Ralph, bitches getting wrecked. Feeling like a man from another world. Boss been getting strong, shit's been doing curls. Say I ain't a gift, okay, ask your girl. She been on my chain and throw away your pearls. Bitch, I was born for the disrespect. Throw a grenade and erase your chest. Snatch your teeth out your mouth to erase the debt. Snatch your wife out your life so you don't forget. I'ma make millions, place a bet. I got nothing left to say, better hope I fade. That's not even shit, you know that I'ma stay. Burning down your city, only spitting flames. Hope y'all hit me when and knowing it won't change. Tell 'em kiss my ass, salt into the pain. Fuck saying names, leave it to you lames. Petty rapping greatest, kill him to my grave. Aim.